Hello and welcome to the Sleepy Podcast. We are very sleepy. Jackson was yawning right when we clap synced. I'm, of course, tired. I had to wake up at the horrible hour of 11:30 in the morning. Whoever does that. Kaya hasn't had his 9th Coke of the day, which is a horrid crime.
Feeling pretty good, actually. You know how
No,
like,
you're not.
I think
No,
all of
shut
us
up,
here
Kaya,
suffer
don't say
from
that.
shitty sleep, but you know how once in a while, like 2-3 times a year, you get that 12-hour sleep? I had one of those.
Yeah.
That's bad for you, though. That's oversleeping. Like, that makes me just as tired.
It's good for you when you've been undersleeping.
I don't know about that. I always feel just as bad when I oversleep.
Jackson, you don't do your typical, like, once every 2 months, just day of sleeping? Where you...
Oh, no, I absolutely do.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely do.
I had one of those a couple days ago. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I genuinely think, like, I don't wake up from those well rested. I wake up sore and, like, tired. Though I always wake up tired, so maybe it's just me.
I hate that too about our bodies. Like, why am I sore? Why do I feel swollen and just like exhausted from sleep? But mentally, I'm happy. I feel much better than staying up all day.
Sleeping's this weird little like sharpshooter window where if you get enough and you're just right, it's great. But if you don't get enough, you really want sleep. And if you get too much, you really want sleep. And you just always want more. Fucking sucks.
I wish we did more research into sleep and dreams. I really want to know what dreams are, like, in terms of why we have them.
They're real, Jackson. They're all real.
I think it would be cool if it was like looking into a multiverse or something. Like you get transported to a different...
God, no, I don't want that. No, go away. Keep your fucking Marvel bullshit away from my dreams, at least. The last thing I want is for them to, like, monopolize on Multiverse Kaya. Oh, in this universe, you cannot throw punches for some reason. That's a common theme in my dreams.
I was thinking on that multiverse shit recently. Is multiverse the new fad, popular entertainment thing? Like how it was.
And Jackson and I told you guys.
Yeah.
Remember? It's the new zombie fad, basically.
I never realized how common it is everywhere in all these big properties now, where just everything is like, we have a multiverse.
You know why it's popular? It's because lazy writers are then able to easily insert character cameos without any effort at all.
That's a really good point.
It's that, and it's basically the same thing that video games have done forever, where instead of having 2 characters and 2 different sprites for 2 different fighting characters, you can just color swap them. Oh no, this is not just Sub-Zero copied and pasted. This is Scorpion, and he throws fire instead of water. It's the same thing. In the movies now, no, this isn't Spider-Man, it's Spider-Man with a sombrero.
You also picked the perfect analogy because that's explicitly what happened with Mortal Kombat. You're a very smart man, Kaya.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, it's true. The original Mortal Kombat was running low on memory, but they wanted more characters, so that's why Scorpion and Sub-Zero are copy and paste of each other. You picked the perfect analogy. I don't know if you knew that fact, but you fucking nailed it.
I knew they were sprite swaps. I also figured that I was gonna get shit for like, no, Kaya, actually, technically speaking, Sub-Zero is from the Quan Chi clan.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. Everyone knows that.
Why are you seriously that afraid to like make a statement or have an opinion on the podcast now, Kaya? You've been beaten into submission.
No, not afraid to make it, but I do expect that sort of response anymore at this point. So there is definitely, like, for all the contrarianism that I put out there and for all the times I get called a contrarian, I do think there are people who just disagree with me for the sake of it now.
Oh yeah, we have fans who just hate one of us for some reason, and they just do that. And
that's okay.
That's okay, you know. It's just better to not read it at all, just not even care what they say.
We're guilty of that too. There's certain people that we hate and we'll just hate for no reason. It's just like kind of human nature, I think, to some degree.
Well, you and Boogie.
Well, I love Boogie. Boogie's different.
We all have our haters, and it's irrelevant. Just ignore them. Say what you're going to say, because they're going to hate you no matter what. You know, even if they agree with your opinion, they're going to be like, Kaya, yeah, you're right, but you missed this part, and you forgot this detail, and actually this small specific thing is not right. Like, shut up. Who cares?
That's fine. I want to dunk on zombies instead. Hang on. So, like you said, the multiverse stuff is now the new fad.
Yes.
At least it killed the zombie fad. I'm happy about that. Do you guys remember the early 2000s when everything had to have a goddamn
do.
zombie in it?
I definitely do.
Wait, when was Walking Dead? It was like 2010. That wasn't early 2000s.
2008, I think, was Walking Dead.
Yeah,
2000s in general, I guess, is what I mean.
Yeah. It wasn't that long
And that
ago.
thing's still going, right?
Not as much.
No.
The zombie thing definitely fell off hard at some point. It's still there, but it's not the fad, you know?
Oh, I meant the show, yeah.
I kind of get where the multiverse concept is so exciting and liked by a lot of people. But why was the zombie one ever? Why did that one
I don't
get
know.
so big?
I always thought it was the lamest shit. Oh, hey, Charlie.
So yeah, I was saying
Go ahead.
I totally understand why the multiverse is popular because it's a way to, integrate character cameos super easily. But why were zombies ever that popular? Why was zombies the fad?
I have no idea. They suck so much.
They're just a fun vessel for like gore and
Yeah.
terror, I guess.
It's a fairly easy horror thing to write because it's all fully established, and because they're slow and methodical, you get a lot of character and story writing. Like, oh, we're safe in here, we barricaded it, and then you can have 20 minutes of characters talking. So they're just easy to do.
What? So before zombies, what was there? It was vampires. I get why vampires was nice because vampires were attractive. You had Edward Cullen and he sparkled in the sun. That didn't last long though. What about before that?
No, it didn't.
I'm trying to find a list of like Hollywood trends, and it's harder than I thought it would be.
I just think we need to look at the history of fads in order to predict what comes next. And if we can predict what comes next, we'll shoot to the top of Hollywood.
I know the 80s, because of Mad Max, had a post-apocalyptic trend, and I would love for that to come back.
What about What about swamp monsters?
Yeah, that's probably going to be the next trend.
Everyone's favorite
Unless
character.
Hollywood, like, moves to Florida for some reason. Oh god, I hope AI doesn't become a fucking trend.
Oh,
Again.
that's what it already. Yeah, it will. It will. Every media will talk about it and make it the premise.
So boring. It's so done. It's so done. Okay, so according to AI here, we have westerns, disaster films.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, disaster films was a huge trend. Yeah,
God, I wish the
yeah.
disaster fad never ended. Oh my
Well,
God.
me too, but it wasn't really a fad. It's just Roland Emmerich. It wasn't a huge...
Yeah, and he put out like movies every 2
Single-handedly.
years.
Yeah, it was literally just him.
But don't you think it's indicative of a trend that like a movie studio kept greenlighting his ideas every year?
God, yeah, it's so good though.
Yeah, those are my favorite movies.
There's two on here that are pretty interesting as well. Beach movies were a trend in like the 50s and 60s. You know, the movies where they just go to the beach and hang out. There's fucking surf contest.
Cute.
That's so
That's
cute.
pretty
That's such
cool.
a wholesome fad.
That kind of made a comeback recently in Top Gun Maverick. There was a beach scene there.
And
it was one of
then-
the best parts of the movie.
The other one, which I hope just dies forever, is when every movie was trying to be made for 3D.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, every single movie wanted 3D. That shit was horrendous.
That was horrendous.
They're kind of trying that super immersive shit over here in Australia at the moment. There's a cinema that opened with like full 360 screens or whatever, like ultra wide basically. And I don't know, this just seems lame. It doesn't seem very interesting to me if the screens
What's
just
the
wrap around
difference?
your head. It's like
So you have
you're
to,
watching
like,
it.
constantly look around.
Yeah, like stuff could happen in the peripheral and you're like seeing it out of the side of your eye basically. I don't know. It just seems dumb. It's not like movies would be made for that either.
What kind of movies do they play?
I think they just convert like popular movies to it.
It would be tedious. Didn't YouTube try that for a while with the like 360-degree video that you could pan around? Then really,
They
Yeah, they
did.
there only ever were like 20 videos ever released for it, and no one ever had the equipment or attention.
The biggest fucking thing they did with that is on April Fools, they gave watch parties with Snoop Dogg, and you would watch viral videos in a 3D theater with Snoop Dogg sitting next to you. That was like the only fucking thing they ever did with that.
Snoop Dogg gets so far currently off just reputation alone. What does he even do?
That's all he has is reputation.
Yeah,
like everything he does now is reputation based.
I have no idea what he does.
He grew up a very famous rapper, and he earned a big reputation on it, and he still makes music. It's just largely terrible now, and no one ever talks about his new stuff. Oh, yeah.
The only song I know he made recently was the NFT one.
The one that makes me laugh is he, back in the, God, I want to say early 2010s, he said, I'm going back to Jamaica and making reggae music, and I'm no longer going to be called Snoop Dogg. I'm going to be called Snoop Lion. Because in Jamaican culture,
I vaguely remember that.
in Jamaican culture, dogs are seen as dirty and lowly, but the lion's the king. He's the king of the jungle. So I'm doing
That's not just
reggae.
Jamaica, that's just pretty universal. Lions are seen as the king everywhere.
Yeah, but that was his logic behind it. And he was like, I'm going to be the king of the jungle. I'm Snoop Lion. And he put out, I think, 2 reggae albums, and they were both universally hated. And then he went back to Snoop Dogg and never talked about it again.
But does he actually make stuff as Snoop Dogg?
Currently,
No.
I guess. I don't know.
He gets high and he Instagrams. That's all I know about him is screenshots of his Instagram where he talks about being high.
Yeah, but he doesn't even do anything then. He like you said, he just gets high. He just kind of exists.
Well, he's also known for smoking weed, like, and weed culture. That's a big part of his image.
That's a pretty high bar to clear.
He makes an album like every year. He had an album in this year, last year, 2021, 2019, 2018.
Yeah, but no one
He
talks
makes
about
music-
that. They only talk about him getting high. That's what's sad about this.
Because he makes bad music now, yeah.
Well, I don't know if he makes bad music. I haven't heard it. Have you heard it?
No, but no one talks about it.
Yeah, if it was good, then we probably would have heard it, right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't mean it's bad, though. It just means it's not as popular as it once was.
I suppose, yeah, if we're being specific. But it's not popular, isn't that the whole discussion, that he's not popular anymore for music?
I don't know
Well,
when
he
that
is
happened.
popular
Jackson was just saying, does he make anything anymore is all. And the answer is largely not really. It's mainly reputation.
You can't say no one talks about his music because it's bad now, because all of the famous songs nowadays are ass. So that's not necessarily a correlation. What is he even released? I'm looking on Spotify. It's a single that says latest release, and this was from 2023, actually. Called I'm California. In California, my bad. And this
Okay.
already sounds shitty.
Yeah, his music is definitely not what it used to be. His first couple albums hit #1 on the charts and were just huge international sellers. And now his newest albums, they kind of chart. Most do, but pretty low. Yeah. Let's talk about a more relevant Snoop Dogg thing. Have you guys seen the video where he's playing Madden and he just gets extremely fucking mad?
No.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It surprises me because part of his whole image
He
is
gets
being
angry a lot?
Yeah, part of his image, I guess, for modern standards, is he's chill and he smokes weed, and he's Snoop Dogg. He's like, hey, he's Snoop Dogg. He's hanging out. There he is. But he plays Madden, and he just gets incredibly fucking pissed every time. I was surprised.
The weed was meant to mellow you out.
Yeah,
Me too.
Well, Madden just is a frustrating game.
yeah, really.
Imagine how angry he is sober.
Oh, that's a really good point, actually. What is Snoop Dogg like sober? Do we have footage of that? Do we have evidence of that?
How old is he?
Charlie, do you want to review his compilation from 2022 called Metaverse, the NFT drop?
Well, that's what I was just talking about. That's the only new project I know he did music for. He did an NFT music video, I think with Eminem, actually, for his Bored Ape.
Oh, I think I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
We probably talked about it when it
It's
happened.
called From the D to the LBC. And it's Eminem and Snoop Dogg.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this back when it came out.
Yeah, we did. What's beautiful is it didn't work. So this has 85 million views. Like, it's huge. And the Bored Apes are still worth absolutely nothing. In fact, I think it was Snoop Dogg recently he announced he's doing a NFT or a Bored Ape collab with shoes because his Bored Ape is currently like 90% down, and it seems like it's a last-ditch Hail Mary to get some artificial interest so you can dump it quickly because it has lost all of its value. I think it was Snoop Dogg for his NFT shoes.
So what? You buy shoes and you get an NFT? Is that the idea?
No, so it was Snoop Dogg. It's Snoop Dogg cross Skechers, and it's for Dr. Bombay, which is his NFT Bored Ape, which has no fucking value anymore. So Skechers, which is a very out-of-touch brand already, it's only worn exclusively by 4-year-olds or 94-year-olds. They teamed up with Snoop Dogg to do really god-awful looking shoes that have Snoop Dogg's Bored Ape on them, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like the whole idea with that from Snoop is, my fucking Bored Ape is worthless now. Maybe this will help get some value out of it if I can dump it. So,
wow.
Oh, wow.
That's where we're currently at with that.
They really went with the cheetah print shoelaces, huh?
Yep.
Holy shit, these are ugly as fuck.
Oh, they're terrible. They're absolutely terrible.
Oh my god.
Do you guys actually think shoes look cool most of the time? I've never.
No.
I'm not a big shoe guy.
Neither.
No.
I actually wear Skechers. I'm like the only one outside of the two extremes that wears Skechers.
I like shoes, but
why'd you choose Skechers?
They're just super comfortable. They're just slip-on shoes. It's literally like wearing old water shoes.
I also do not care anything about shoes other than they need to be comfy. I guess I would also not want them to be this ugly. I wouldn't wear this, I guess. I'd rather go barefoot, but other than that, I don't get the whole subculture of... I don't even know what they call themselves. The people who really like sneakers. Yeah.
Yeah, sneakerheads.
Yeah, they have entire
conventions
conventions
for that.
and shit for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sneaker culture's insane. It's massive.
Oh, apparently there's also a sneakerhead NFT collection, so they're coming full circle now. Yeah.
Nice. Didn't Snoop Dogg also join an esports org? Was it FaZe?
Yes.
He was an
And then
owner of FaZe.
Honorary celebrity member of FaZe Clan.
No,
And
he was
he's
more
done-
than that. He had equity.
Well, yeah, but I don't think he's going up on stage playing a Counter-Strike tournament anytime soon.
Nope, just another frivolous spending venture from FaZe that got them nothing in return.
Mm-hmm.
Classic FaZe.
Yeah, we're talking about it 10 years later, kinda.
True.
On top of it.
It's really paying off.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a FaZe jersey now, as long as it's got Snoop Dogg on it.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder, how much does it actually cost to get a famous celebrity to endorse your crap?
Oh, with a brand like
That's
FaZe,
really-
probably not much because the name has so much power. So they probably just do an equity deal and minimal money. Would be my guess.
Little Yachty is also apparently a member of FaZe Clan.
Yep. There's quite a few celebrities that are.
Mm-hmm.
Did any of the NFT people ever get in trouble or in any sort of lawsuits over the fact that they trotted out hundreds of celebrities on late night TV shows to chuck their shitty NFTs?
Of course
And then the whole thing
not.
just collapsed?
No, of course
My
they didn't
God.
get in trouble.
But you would think that $1 million Hollywood lawyers would be mad on behalf of their rich clients, Because they were given $20 million NFTs and then 2 years later they're worth $7. You'd think someone would be a little angry, but I guess not.
All of the people with power probably profited, so it probably doesn't matter.
Apparently it's the other way. Celebrities that promoted Bored Ape NFTs are now facing a class action lawsuit.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
The list of defendants might as well be a Coachella lineup with names like Diplo, Snoop Dogg, Post Malone, and The Weeknd cited alongside Yuga Labs, Inc. Is that the NFT lab? I don't know. What
Yuga
that is.
Labs is the one behind Bored Apes. I think
Bored
they do
Apes,
more
yeah.
than Bored Apes, though. I think they branched out into other shit as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. They do a bunch of those. And
A class
pixelated
action,
ones.
though, that's anyone can start a class
Yeah.
action, really. Those aren't the
Yeah,
big
class
ones.
actions are usually scams.
Yeah. Those aren't the big ones.
They're not necessarily scams. It's just super easy to start, and you only end up getting like 12 cents back.
Yeah. So those,
Yeah, that's a scam.
those don't hold much value, unfortunately. You'd need someone to step in from like the upper echelon and like do some kind of direct lawsuit against like Snoop Dogg and Eminem. Like, otherwise you're not going to see too much change or anything.
Who's in the upper echelon?
It'd have to be like an equally rich and powerful person who watched the Snoop Dogg Eminem collab, bought the NFTs, like bought a bunch of Bored Apes and lost his ass on it. Meanwhile, they profited, so they'd get mad and sue him.
Why wouldn't someone like a multi-billionaire do that just to earn some goodwill, like Warren?
Because
Buffett
they're not
or
stupid enough to buy NFTs in the first
Yeah.
place.
Most of them probably just didn't bother buying in the first place.
Yeah.
Most people know
Yeah,
not
but-
to.
You think Jeff Bezos is out there collecting Bored Apes? That's not happening.
No, but like it could be some like quick brownie points with the masses.
You have to understand, Jackson, most celebrities and most like powerful people don't give a fuck about brownie points. Like, they just don't care.
Yeah.
Well, celebrities are idiots, but once you reach billionaire status, a lot of those, you get filtered out as an idiot before you make it that far. I guess as a publicity stunt, somebody could sue these people. You know, if like, I would expect someone like Andrew Tate to sue Logan Paul for his NFT zoo or whatever he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know why I went the brownie point way when it could have just been, you know, attention. That could have been good. Someone just does it to get headlines.
I'm glad NFTs are dead.
Yeah, most people are glad they're dead, I imagine.
They are dead, but there's a lot of people making them as well. It's pretty fucking sad. There's some fucking celebrities on here. Mike Tyson has NFTs. You guys know that?
I did not. I think most celebrities have NFTs because somewhere in that pipeline at Hollywood or wherever, they said that this is a good idea, so they just, without questioning, were like, all right,
Yeah.
fine, just grab one.
Oh yeah, their managers just signed them up for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if someone says, hey, you could make a ton of money doing this. What, you want to try it? And the celebrity probably goes, oh, like, so for example, Mike's NFTs are called Iron Pigeons, obviously related to his boxing and pigeon raising hobbies. So the guy who came to him was probably like, yeah, you can make a ton of money, you can make it whatever you want. And he probably said, like, I want to make it pigeons, you know? And so it's just something they get to do as fun and hopefully make money on.
Is that serious? He's a pigeon hobbyist?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
He raises
No.
a ton of fucking pigeons and like loves them. Oh yeah.
Does he use them for messages and shit like that, or is it just a pet?
That part I don't know, but I do know he keeps them as pets. And he's like, oh, I love pigeons. They're great.
Why else would you get a fucking pigeon?
Why do you get any pet?
I don't know. To spread
Well, why
diseases like a
pigeons?
supervillain?
Speaking of scams, though, I just got word the other day that Firefest is coming back. Firefest.
Thank
Firefest
fucking
2.
God.
Yes, sir.
How are people buying tickets for that?
Is that the one? There was a car wreck. They had a Netflix documentary. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you need a refresher, you can go on Wikipedia and read the very, very first sentence, which is, Fire Festival was a fraudulent luxury music festival. And that should just tell you everything you need to know.
The guy went to jail. He just got out of jail. He announced he was doing an NFT scavenger hunt island called Pirate like 6 months ago, and now he's just quietly decided not to, and now he's just blatantly doing Firefest 2. So he started taking pre-orders for tickets. He's already sold out like 100 or something at like 500 a piece, and he plans on doing more and incrementally increasing the cost up to about $7,000 per ticket.
So get in now while you still can.
Yep, now's the perfect time to buy. Because this one's happening.
If you want a delicious lunch of 2 slices of cheese, 2 pieces of bread, and a tomato, it's time for Firefest 2.
God damn right.
Yeah.
I can't believe he hasn't been barred from hosting events, though.
That's what I was gonna say. He went to jail for this, didn't he? Surely there's some like part in that like sentencing that says, "Hey, you can't run a festival again."
Well, so the thing is, he's not running a festival. Obviously, he doesn't have anything booked. He doesn't have anyone signed up. He doesn't have anything. He's literally selling imagination, which I guess you can't really stop him from doing. But you could just still come in and say, like, no, you can't do this. Like, this is highly illegal.
Technically, he has sold out imagination because those tickets have sold out already.
True, yeah.
As of yesterday, as of 3 days ago or so, they're sold out. But you can now buy the tickets that cost $800 a pop, and there was 400 of those.
There's also merch that they just started doing, so Firefest 2 hats and a hoodie.
Yeah, you're right. You can get PJs.
Is it too late? Can I still get one?
Oh no, you can get one right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can get one. You can give the scam artist your money.
Oh, this is
Well,
totally
it
legit.
can't happen twice. Sure, he's not going to risk going to jail again.
Yes, he is. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Jackson, this is on the up and up this time. If you go to the tickets website, it lists the event venue as the Caribbean Sea. So it's definitely going to happen. Jesus Christ.
I think it's fine. I think he's the first time was practice. He's ironed out all of the kinks. There will be performances this time. That's about it.
You know, I will say, I do think there is a chance he can get a couple of artists on board who will do this like as like a big publicity thing, because Firefest 2, but this time it's real. And I'd be very upset to see it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if this completely sells out and is an actual big event just because of the memes and stuff.
Yeah. He still owes $26 million to victims of the last Firefest scam.
Holy fucking crap.
Oh, maybe that's the goal here. If he makes 26 million off of this, he can repay them and keep whatever is extra. And then the next round of lawsuits in prison, he'll hold Fire Festival 3.
Yeah,
Paid him with that money.
He'll just keep restarting it to pay off.
That's kind of ingenious. That's like using a credit card to pay off a credit card.
Yeah, he's onto something, actually.
Wow.
But it's going to run out eventually. What happens at the last Fire Festival?
It's called Infinite Money, Jackson. You wouldn't get it.
Do you really think the hype for Fire Festival is going to die? Are you a fucking idiot?
It's gonna be like Final Fantasy, Fire Fantasy.
Jackson, I remember seeing those people in their little yurts on the island eating fucking tiny slivers of pizza the size of a pinky finger. And I thought, they're having fun. They're getting their money's worth.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go there.
Would you?
It seemed like a pretty cool event. Yeah, just for the sense of community. Just to be a part of something.
What community? Rich douchebags?
Well, they weren't even rich. The tickets were like severely underpriced, right?